Hope you guys are having a wonderful afternoon. Today is nice and sunny in California. It's gonna rain, but so we're enjoying the sun. So I thought I would dress a little festive. What?
It's gonna rain this weekend.
Yeah, I know, this weekend. So I thought I'd enjoy it by wearing some kind of Easter colors today. So today I'm excited. We have some good stuff today. So
we have Wilson watching.
Hey,
we have
hey,
Carol.
Everybody. Hi to all. I send my love. You guys, today I'm gonna be working on fixing chipped beads. I have a few beads here, and I'm gonna show you how you can repair them or how you can shape them and put them in bezels. Then I'm gonna smooth the lumpiest bezels known to man. I'm gonna show you my techniques. Super easy, you guys. It's like fun. Then we're gonna get into polishing areas that have patina. And then if I have time, you guys, I might show, people have been asking this, I might show how to polish the edges of leather. And then, what's it called? I saw Candy was working on wood today. I didn't know she would work on wood. So I'm gonna show you guys how to sand and shape.
Myra's watching.
And hi, Myra. Myra, this one's for you, girl. This one is for you.
Diane Burrell is watching.
Hey,
James Wald.
Hey, James, how you doing? James, you're gonna get your kit out today. It's already said. I kind of saw. I peeked through what was being prepared.
Yeah, he says fuzzy picture. Tell him to tune in through YouTube. Onto YouTube.
It's fuzzy, you know.
On Facebook, it's fuzzy.
You know, sometimes it's the internet. I don't know. I have high-speed internet here. Facebook is weird. However, yesterday we were told that our YouTube channel had the best clarity, the best feed and everything. So if you guys want to jump over to my YouTube channel, it's JOOLTOOL USA. JOOLTOOL USA. And we also will answer your questions even on YouTube. We've got Kristen over there manning the computers. So I'll hear everything you guys have to say, whether you're on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. So without further ado, I would like to get started. So again, if you guys just tuned in, we're doing chipped beads, smoothing rough bezels, polishing patina surfaces, and if I have time, I'm going to do leather and some wood. You know, there's also a cool cup I was looking around here for. Okay, so I'm going to get started. So let's go ahead and show you some of the beads that I have that had a rough moment in time. They were dropped, they were chipped, whatever. So if the camera can come over here, I have one here that has a little chip at the top. Do you guys see that little? It's like, it used to be nice and polished. There's a chip. So that's not good. So when you put your wire through there, it's not going to look pretty. Then I have another bead. This one is a chalcedony. And the tip has a real big divot right here. Do you guys see that? You guys can see that. But the tip has a little divot right there. Yeah, I think you guys can see that. Okay, and then if I get to this, so this one's already been set, this bead. Been wire wrapped. And this one has a nice little chunk missing. Do you guys see that? So which one do you guys want to see first? Let's do that. Which one? Bluestone, triangle, or the chalcedony? And I'll show you guys how to do it.
James is now watching on YouTube. He says it's great. Thanks.
Oh, it is. So YouTube is better, huh, James? Interesting. You know, you're going to learn by, doing these. So these beads, I found I had a collection. I had bought a lot of these from an amazing supplier here in California. So I was going through my collection and like, look at all this pretty stuff I found. Look at all these beautiful colors. So actually it was this one. Wait, or this one. Is it this one? I don't know. I have a whole bunch of them.
Let me know which one is.
Oh, this one. This one is the one that had the chip bead. So I pulled this off of this collection. They want to see the blue one? How did I know, my people? I knew you guys were going to want the blue one. I'm gonna show you guys the blue one. And that's a good one because that's a chunk of change right there. Gone. Like look at the big, actually Kristen, can I borrow your camera to take a quick before and after? I forgot to take a picture. Just a real quick one. I'm gonna do this. Okay, she doesn't want to be on camera. It's okay. Okay, we're gonna take a quick.
Mary Rose on Instagram says you look great.
Oh, thank you. I hope you are being safe out there, Mary. I love you all. So that's the.
Wilson watches JOOLTOOL, but back in later.
Yeah, because he wants to see a sapphire
Watches.
watch crystal. But I found the watch crystals. Okay, so that should do it, Kristen. Thank you so much. Okay, here's your phone. Okay, thank you guys. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the wheels that are found in the lapidary kit, the hard and soft stone kit. So I'm gonna use the coarse diamond. And honestly, I don't think I need to darken it, but you can. If you really need to find, you know, kind of some, you know, like a little footing of where you are, it's wise to darken it. But our objective right now is to kind of give it some good shape. If you notice, it's a weird shape. Like the point is not nice. So I might just kind of go over and fix this whole side while we're at it. Because it didn't look like, you know, some of these beads you guys get, it's not the greatest quality. So let me go ahead and put, so basically I'm going to hold it right up underneath the wheel and I'm going to rock. And this is still with the wire on it. So I'm going to rock just like so and gradually get it even. So you want to rock so that you don't got a flat spot here. Now already you do not have a, stop making fun of me. So right here, as you can see, it's kind of getting better. But this one looks like, you know, it's a little pregnant over there. So let's kind of smooth that baby down. Looks a little bloated. It's a little, this side's going to look better than this. I guarantee you. So far, this side's going to look better. So I think that's good. So let's just keep grinding away. So I'm just doing it lightly. And you see that I'm in the center of the wheel. I only get to the edge because I don't want to touch that wire. And that's all I'm going to do. So don't worry about getting the edges to the same size yet. Our objective is to get rid of that chunk of change right there. So just a little bit more, you guys. So, okay. I just want to make sure. Okay, that looks good. Kind of. Okay, I still feel as though here needs to be trimmed down more. So let's go ahead and just trim it a little. Let's concentrate right here.
Sunny Flying Robert says, is that glass?
No, no, this is, I think, in my humblest opinion, is...
This one says blue, Myra says blue Chelsea.
I don't know if this is blue chalcedony because it's quite like, it's very porous. And like the chalcedony, this is what I want, this is chalcedony. And it's not that porous. So I'm thinking Larimar family. It kind of resembles that Larimar, not so good quality family. But it could be a chalcedony, I don't know. That's just, all I know it's not that soft. How about that? So let's just keep going and that should do it. Okay, so I pretty much have the shape I want. I think that's pretty good. You can play around with it more, but my objective is, so now we have a flat surface. Like let's dry that off so you guys can see. So do you guys see this flat area that I did? So what I did was right now is creating the shape. You guys see that? So I'm going to pass it over one more time. Then I'm going to create a little bit of a little micro bevel on either side so that I bring it down to like the little tapered knife edge as it had originally. So
your little storage box is getting noticed, that white one.
This little sucker?
Yeah, Judy Craig is asking.
Judy, do you like this? Isn't it cute? And then I have these clear ones too. I like the clear ones, in my opinion. I wish I had gotten more of these. I actually wanted to show you guys what you guys think of them. I kind of like them. It's the most organized I've ever been on any of my lives. You see me all the time on my videos, scrambling, looking for stuff. So this is nice. Like this one holds all the, just real quick, you guys, holds all the lapidary stuff. And then this one holds like the Trizac and all the purples, as you can see. And then this one holds all the Scotch-Brites. And what's cool is they also fit the 4-inch wheels. So I think that's kind of cool. So let's go back to the stone. So I'm gonna grind it one more time. I feel like we're still dipped there. So let me just go into it without talking. And you can do it slow. Okay, so I think that's good. Look at that. So what I'm gonna do now is, do you guys see how flat that surface is? We are gonna create like a little bevel, a little micro bevel right here. Before we start rolling and doing anything, we're gonna just create a micro bevel here and here. Oh wow, this side looks horrible. Well, let's go for the ugliest side first. So I'm just gonna hold it at an angle and kind of taper it. Do you guys see? Hold on. I'm gonna darken it so you guys can see what I'm doing.
So after that, people are asking where to get those trays.
Oh, I sell them. I actually am working with a manufacturer because I wanted that exact size. I just never had a chance to ask you guys what you guys thought of it. Hold on. I'll give you details on the trees in a bit. Give me a second. Wow, that's got a pit right there. Okay. So right here, so do you guys see this cool little bevel I created? That's a little micro bevel. And then we're gonna roll it and kind of create a nice little curve. So you kind of have to grind. So you don't have to keep going left to right. Just hold it in one spot. Get it ground down and then roll. Hold it there. Oh, I should add water, huh?
Myra said she wishes she had the water tray.
Oh, well, Myra, you're an OG. You have like one of the original ones. But Myra, we have a really good upgrade kit where you get the discounted new model because you're a JOOLTOOL family member. Huh?
Oh, Carol asked?
Carol
Sorry.
asked. Yeah, but I was going to say, I think Myra had the newer one.
Sorry.
Carol, we have an upgrade, what is it? A JOOLTOOL upgrade program. Okay, so that should do it. I think we're good, guys. Look, see. So you guys see what we did? We've created this. So I'm going to darken it so you guys can see. Do you guys see how we're flat here? And we're flat here. So we've got that knife edge little point. And so now, this is kind of cool, you guys, because I'm doing it with the wire attached. That is nuts. Seriously. So now I'm going to continue and roll it in. I'm going to connect it. I'm going to like bring it in and connect it to the rest of the stone. Do you guys see that? I'm just giving it a little twist of my wrist. What are you typing?
I'm looking, there's comments that say, when will you come to Brazil?
Coming to Brazil. Well, first of all, after the quarantine is over, I'd love to come to Brazil. So we're already, as you can see, we've already got rid of that chip. And now we are smoothing the stone to connect the dots. It's basically what we do.
Myra also is interested in upgrading. She
Yeah.
said she bought the first one on Joyceful.
Yeah, I remember, Myra. I can send you details. I'll send you details on the upgrade. So we are done at this stage, you guys. So I left that black on purpose so you guys can see. Nice sharp little edge. So cool. This came out really pretty. I actually like it. I just smooth that down. Okay, so here we are, boys and girls. Oh, wrong button. I thought I had the vacuum on this whole time. So let's go ahead and see what we've done. So do you see how I've had to shave this whole side down? So I can copy that same and it'll be more of a drop, more like of a point instead of a pear shape, because to remedy that chip. And all you would do is just grind it here, as you saw. So you guys see that? So, but what's important is I was able to keep that same knife edge look. You guys see that? And now it's easy. It's kind of like doing your nails. So I go from coarse to a finer. So I'm gonna see how organized I am. I'm gonna go to the medium. And you can put water. This is the last time I used these was when I did the pink too light.
Fred is watching you on a 50-inch screen.
Wow, Fred, do I look good on a 50-inch screen? That's kind of scary. Okay, so now I'm just gonna follow exactly what I did. You guys see that? Just roll, kind of connect the dots again. This is like finer sanding. You know, at this stage you can fix a little bit of boo-boos, but the major grinding window is closed.
Ava has a 55-inch.
Oh, Ava. She's awesome. Hi, Ava. You guys are awesome. I love that I know you guys. So it makes like everything so nice. And it's nice to meet new people.
Myra too, 55-inch.
Myra, my lord. Myra, that is so awesome, you guys. You guys don't play. You guys. So so you guys can really see what I'm doing. So you see how I stay in the center and I'm just rocking it. So I think I'm good there. Let's give that area a little smoothness to it. There you go. Wow, you guys, that came out really nice. You guys see that? It's both sides, nice and smooth. Wow, it's so much nicer than this side. Like, look at that side. What is that? So next up, so that was medium. You see how barely, like I just barely touch it and it should already, start cutting. So it's unnecessary to go like crazy heavy-handed. The technology with these diamond wheels are far more superior than the diamonds that you find in those old traditional lapidary systems, because this diamond, the second that you touch, it starts to cut. So I don't have to press in to release the diamond. Like, look, within a second, look, I'm already touching and it's so light. Like, it's like feather light. Look, I'm barely like touching and I already get a cut. So if you want your diamonds to last, just glide right over it. And glide left to right, left to right. Get into that area. There you go. Let's do this side. Look how smooth that side is already. I'll add some water. One swipe across. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Ooh, la, la, la. You can do it slow. I recommend slow, but this stone seems so cool. Just make sure you tie it in. You don't want to see any kind of, area where it didn't blend. It's like doing your makeup. You got to blend that all together.
Andy Hamburger waves to you.
Oh, Andreas. I just got a wave from Hamburg, Germany. So, it's nighttime over there. Did you cook dinner today, Andreas? So right here, you can see how it gets finer and finer. Do you see that? So honestly, it's like doing acrylic nails. If you ladies have ever done acrylic nails, you'll see the lady go ring, 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 and then go change it to another finer one, and then do finer, and then do the buffing. Same scenario. But we have like cool wheels and we can see through. So that's the fine. This is the very fine. I always like to wipe them because it takes the dust from what I did before. And honestly, the last thing I used on this was this stone. It's right here. It's still on my bench. Remember the too light? Oh, Tool Light is still sitting here on my bench. Remember that? So the last time this wheel was used was when I used it on the Tool Light. So let's go ahead, run it at full speed.
Leslie says hi, Annie.
Hi, Leslie. Hello, hello. So,
The jeweled monkey liked your analogy of the nails.
did you like that? By the way, I love your name, the Jeweled Monkey. I keep wanting to tell you that. I was talking to her yesterday on Instagram. She's so cute. Has a very nice studio. So there. So at this stage, okay, so I'm going to give you one of Ani's tips. I wish I had like a little ringer where it says Ani's tip time.
Ding, 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 ding.
Ding, 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 ding. We'll just pretend we have a dinger. We don't have a dinger.
I got one.
We'll get a dinger. I should do that. Okay. So Ani's tip, I don't remember if I even did this side, but whatever. It's fine. Okay, so I don't even have the vacuum. Okay. This is a crucial moment in time. This is kind of like when you're doing GPS and it tells you you have two different roads to take. One might take you a little longer. It's a smoother road. One might take you there faster and you're there. This is like an opportunity after the very fine. See this? You can either go this route, the felt wheel with my compound route. And do you see my felt wheel is not embedded with metal. I always keep one just for stones. Or, so you can either go this route or you can go to the route of the brown, 3,000, 8,000,
Polishing down.
and 50. Oh shoot, there goes all the shell Sydneys. Let's just put you down there. Doesn't want to be there. Or the 50,000. This set or the felt. Now, I like to test fate. I always try the felt. I know sometimes, you know, it's not exactly the right option, but you never know. Every stone, as I've told you guys before, every stone has an attitude. So sometimes an opal that you polish with the felt wheel, and it like turned into a wet polish. Then you polish that opal again and you use a felt wheel on another opal and it's like, wait a minute, why am I not getting that wet look? Every stone has been cooking at different temperatures, different time periods. So even though it says this is on the Mohs scale, they still have a different temperament. And I have an answer for those temperaments. Either we go this route and we strike gold, or we have to go through the brown. But I don't like to skip this step. I like to give you little testers. So let's test it.
Jeweled monkey says she named because she loves animals.
And you told, she's so cute. You told me yesterday to give kisses to my pups. I did, I gave kisses to them. I love animals too. So give yourself a good healthy portion. See, there you go. So let's see what's gonna happen. I don't know what's gonna happen, but you can see what might happen. We might not get anything. Okay, so I would say it's okay. It's okay. It's pretty, it's polished. Now, you know what this would be perfect for? Let's say that it was at the tip, at the end, where the two stones are, the two beads are gonna meet. It's good enough. Let it go. But if it's something where it's a little bit obvious, then honestly, I recommend I just kind of enjoy it a little. It's giving me something. So it might probably help me eliminate some steps on the brown. So I might just hit it with the 50,000. So we'll see right now.
So the felt will take care of a few of the earlier steps of brown.
Yes, yes, yes. Who said that?
No, me.
Oh, no one. So
Just thought I'd make it clear.
yes, so the felt will take care of some of the earlier steps of the brown, like this. This is what I mean. Like there's a 3,000, 8,000, and 50,000. So sometimes you can just go to the 50 or just these two steps. I don't know. It just sometimes so much nicer. Okay, so there. It's actually pretty nice, to be honest with you. The compound is, as Francesca Watson calls it, Ani's secret sauce. She really does, I swear. You know you call it, Francesca calls it Ani's secret sauce. You know, there's a little story behind that. I'm going to still hit it with 8,000 because I want to show you guys what you can achieve. So I am going to skip the 3,000. So I'm using the 8,000. Look how old mine is. Dear Lord. It's when we had to write it by hand. Now we stamp them beautifully. Look at this. Step 3, 50,000, slow speed diamond. It's like a, dictionary for crying out loud on there. So these you run at slow speed. So back to my compound story. So back in my woodworking days when I used to sharpen chisels for all the woodworkers out there, I wanted a polishing compound that would give me a high polish on high speed steel. Those chisels are very, very hard. So I wanted to get some of those fine lines out, but yet deliver a high polish. You know me, I'm gonna sit there and go through a gazillion steps just to get to that polish. So I told my manufacturer of my compound that I needed to do this. And it ended up polishing every metal, glass, stones, platinum. Oh, that was like the craziest one. And then I said, can we turn it red? Let's do red so everyone will know that's JOOLTOOL red. And he goes, no. If you mess with the color, you might mess with the formula. So you guys, white it is. And we actually sell larger sizes of that compound, not just the little one. Thank you for that. So I'm going to bring it down a little, the speed. So this is 8,000. No, 8,000 is when you just kind of hold it and section by section. And it's a time to do it slow. Don't do it fast. Do it slow. Actually, I'm going to slow it down just a little. Yeah, I want that rub. I want a lot of water. I'm trying.
Steve Baxley says hello, Annie.
Oh, hi, Steve. Hope you're staying safe and healthy out there. So again, I'm just going left to right. Let's tie it into the rest of the stone, kind of give that other stone a little shine. It needed it. But if you notice, it was more porous here where I didn't work on than where I worked on. So I'm thinking if I had done the entire stone, we'd actually get a prettier stone. But some of these stones are inexpensive because they didn't really go through all the process of, making it, perfectly polished. A lot of people buy stones that are inexpensive and fix it on the JOOLTOOL. I had a jeweler, well, I still have that jeweler. I make it sound so past tense. He buys Colombian emeralds that are not polished to perfection, and he polishes them on the JOOLTOOL, but he buys them at a really low price, and guess what he does? He sells them for higher priced. Little smarty. So that should do that, you guys. I think that should do it. Okay, so let's look at this dry. This is at 8,000, you guys. So we got a nice little shine. And remember that nastiness that was there is no longer. It's lovely right there. Very nice. So same with this side. Very nice and polished. So the 50,000 is where, the angels sing. The 50,000 is by far one of my most favorite diamond wheels because it really makes all your effort shine, literally. So again, we're just going to hold it here. That's a little too fast. I'm going to slow it down. You kind of want it to almost rub, but I'm not pushing hard. You don't want to push hard. Just hold it there. So here's a tip. Instead of pushing hard, hold it in one of the spots longer. Just hold it there and it'll do the job. So pushing hard will not accomplish anything. Just no waste your diamond and make 3M more money. Honestly, I want you guys to benefit. I just want you guys to see this shine immediately. That is dry.
That is dry. And remember what the stone supposedly polished used to look like. Like, look at that. Ugh, let's keep going. Enough of that chit chat.
Kat says, just doing his JOOLTOOL work, you can really increase the value of product.
Yes, 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 that is true. She just said that you, by working, just doing jewel tool work, you can really increase the value of the product. I agree. I mean, earlier I had the opportunity to watch Candy Cooper's live. I rarely have time, but I literally was in the car and it was lovely. No one was bothering me, and I got to watch it and enjoy. And I was saying the same thing. She was patinaing those brass beads, like in pink, painting them, and then turquoise. And I was like, oh my God, how pretty would a clean satin finish or a high polish? It'll look like gold underneath, sparkling through. Look, it'll just take you from meh to like, wow, this is like a nice bead. Like really kind of upscale look. I kind of like upscale looks. Just saying. But who doesn't like upscale? Like, I'm not a minority here in this. Everyone likes a high-end look. Okay, so I think I'm done. I'm just chit-chatting and not even paying attention. So just let's give it one more zhuzh. We'll zhuzh it right here. And what's cool is, you guys see, I've been near this, what's it called? Wire, and I didn't grind it down, and I was able to fix the stone and kind of blend it. I feel as though that stone was designed to have this look. Like, look at the shape of how it comes. Like, so it wasn't like a complete drop when I ground it. It like flowed naturally, I think. That's my opinion. So it all flows beautifully, nice and polished. Look at that, you guys.
Better on the side that you did.
Well, you know what? Wow. It's the quality of the stone. That's why when Shirley made this, she put this to the front. This is the back. Back is little.
Shirley Jackson.
Yes, this is actually one of Shirley Jackson's pieces. She's an angel looking down at us. So, you guys see that? So, again, let's focus on what we were here for, boys and girls, was this nastiness right here, and it's gone. Look at that. You guys see that? Super smooth. Fix the chip. And this was like harder than anything else. But I just want you guys to know a quick little tip too. You guys buy beads. Candy sells nice beads. You gotta buy them on JTV. But you can spruce them up even more by just one wheel. If you take that felt polishing wheel with my compound, oh honey, you can even bring them up just a quick little touch. Like, let's say that you just wanted to brighten the face of this, a little quick little zip, and then that's enough.
Kat's is asking, how would you clear the area just under the bail?
This area? Oh, I just moved it. It's dirty. What do you mean, clear the area? Just under the bail, like here? It's dirty. Why is it dirty? What do you mean? What? Clear the area? Well, this bail's moving a little, but if it was much more, honestly, you'd have to remove it. Yeah, I'd have to pop it off. Oh, well, hell, I could have done that. Thanks for telling me now. No. As Kristen says, it's fine. Okay, so I'm going to actually make this prettier. Now that you mentioned the bail, this is a great way, the green brush, to polish up your wire jewelry. So, it kind of gets dull after a while. This is really nice. It doesn't want to grab it. It's so smooth. And you get that really pretty shine. You guys see that? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you can just polish back here too where we were working. See how it gets into those areas? Oh, let's go ahead and do the center.
You're getting some love.
I'm getting love. Aw, you guys are the bestest. You can do the back. So these are really great to do. So this is what I was saying for, Candy was sanding wood. Oh, that looks pretty, you guys. Okay, see that? Look at that. We totally fixed this. It went from 0 to hero. Look at that. Okay, you guys. So.
Kat loves the green wheel.
Yeah, the green wheel's good. You know what's also a good one too? It's that, I'll show it.
It's the impregnated the buff wheel. Okay, so you guys, I'm going to quickly get into, those brushes while I'm at it. They're really good if you wanted to sand wood. Like, yeah, today Candy was doing it by hand with a file, and I almost like cringed. I'm like, no, don't do that. So like, if you have wood, you can clean up wood, super nice, super, super quick sand. You guys see that? And it's like effortless. You have something nasty and lumpy and bumpy. This will sand it like super smooth. It's very nice, and it gets into soft areas, hard to reach areas, and it's soft to touch. Do you guys see that, how smooth that is? Oh, I wish I had feel-o-vision here. And here, let me show you guys something else, since we're on wood. I wasn't planning on it. But if you have your magic eraser like in a very fine.
Wilson watches his back, by the way.
Hey, Wilson. Hi, hey, Peter. So you can use your Scotch-Brite to sand wood. It just seals it all in. Look at that. Okay, see? And
That
then
was the question Judy Craig had.
That's
she
the
said, can you
Scotch-Brite.
use the JOOLTOOL on wood?
Yes, and so you take that same felt wheel with my JOOLTOOL compound, not the one with the metal. As you can see, that one had some metal and it kind of left a little remnants, but that's okay. This one, try to have compound too without metal. I'll try to do that right now. So watch this, you guys. I have not done this, so I don't know what it's gonna come out like. Well, this came out pretty. Yep, so you
Mara
can.
said she would never have thought to use the JOOLTOOL.
Yeah,
Wow, look at that polish.
Yeah, it's pretty. Look at that. Look at that, you guys. No joke. Yeah, and what's cool is, like, this is dyed wood, you guys. Like, look at this. I had done this too. Look at this. This is dyed wood, so you can even dye the wood and get that polish. So
Wow.
that was from this. And you can get that polish. I even put grooves in it too. Do you guys see the grooves? So I did the grooves with the purple. And I polished it. So Candy was mentioning putting designs in the wood.
Wow.
This was done with the purple. So if you guys have a purple abrasive, these work well on wood. I didn't want to get into wood, but just real quick, if you guys want to see how I did that, it would have been just like so. Oh, it smells so good too, the wood. Do you guys see that? So I did that, and then I used the scratch eraser. And I smoothed it down because the lazy man's way of sanding.
Bruce U.S. Kelly says, I love these videos. You learn a lot, plus you make them fun to watch.
Aw, thank you. I do my best. But it's great. If you're going to be playing around with multiple projects,
It's wise to have some of these wheels on hand. And I just want you guys to know what they do. They don't just do one thing. They do like so I'm gonna polish
like that groove that I created. You can do a gazillion different thin grooves, thick grooves, Some people actually do better things than I could think of. I just do whatever comes to my head. You guys see that? That was the polish. Hold on, let me continue. You guys see that right there, right before your eyes?
Yeah, there you go.
There.
Wow.
I know. Okay, so that was what. Okay, so I didn't even get to the bezels yet. We get to the wood. You can do the same thing on leather. So instead of, so a lot of people like to get that sheen on the edge of leather. You guys see that? So you would take your Scotch-Brite in medium, and if it's really, really rough, I would recommend the coarse, but I would say use the medium. The medium. Oh, that's very fine. It would help if I watched. Oh, let me just use the 4-inch. This is the medium. You see that? So again, if you have the 4-inch, don't run it at full speed. Bring it down. It's a little aggressive at full speed, but it's nice sometimes when you need it. So the nice thing about this, it covers a big surface area.
It smells leathery.
Oh, it smells so delicious. And it gives you that kind of like that burnt look that everyone apparently it's very desirable to do. Takes hours and hours to do. So we got that little burnt look, and watch, I'm gonna polish it. Guess what I'm gonna use? Who can answer what I'm gonna use to polish? And so that's it.
Would you use the same wheel for polishing a watch after using it on wood?
Yeah, I would. But honestly, it's the other way around. If you're working on wood, and if you didn't notice, some of the black, look,
From the metal.
From the metal on the wheel did transfer onto the wood right here. Do you guys see that? That wasn't there before. That came off of my wheel. So if you're gonna be working on, it kind of falls in the same world as the stone, don't mix. So if you're working on wood, have some wheels allocated just for wood, leather, stone, you know, of that nature. But if not, the metal from the wheel will transfer onto stuff like this. So like right now, there's no way I would ever use my felt wheel with the metal to polish this. We're just gonna have a black ugly surface. So I'm using the clean felt that I use on the stone. Remember I used this on the stone? Let's take you back. Remember that stone that we did? How did we jump from, look at this. How did we jump from a stone bead, now we're doing wood and leather. How versatile is this? So cool. But I love to do stuff like this. So I'm gonna give it myself a good little zhuzh. And look at the shine and I'm barely touching you guys because the previous step of the Scotch-Brite gave it a nice seal. Oh, that orange was quite, look at that, you guys. That's a shine. There's no glaze. Can you guys see that?
Mm-hmm.
Who's seeing what I'm seeing? Oh my God. It feels like as if I put like a lacquer and you can actually see the colors of the leather. Do you guys see that?
Mm-hmm. Everyone could see that.
That's, wow, look at that. Candy, you need this. Oh my God, I seen Handy work on her leather and she distresses it. If you want to distress, you guys, you can distress it with so many things. You can distress it with the Scotch-Brite. You can distress it with these brushes. I wonder what that looks like. Let's try. I've never done this, so. Oh yeah, that gives a distressed look. There you go. I got a little distressed action. It's not, it takes that extra shine off, you know, that little cheap kind of looking shine. Kind of makes it a little bit more matte. Yeah, I've seen them try to do this. You can even do it all. Yeah, that's so much nicer.
Ooh.
Wow. I learned something new today. Just call me the, ow. This is some entertainment you guys get, don't ya? Okay, so, or this one too. Let's see. I used my new cluster yesterday, you guys. I want to see what this does. So remember, with your Jool tool, you have the added lovely benefits of a super high quality machine of having variable speed. Now, higher speed is going to cut, whereas softer, like slower speed is going to give you a softer finish. Let's see what that looks like. Because it covers a full surface. Oh, that also gives it a cool, very distressy kind of look. And kind of change it up. Well, that kind of gave it, you can't tell in the, but you can feel it. It's a little bit more, less smoother. Yeah, it makes it a little rougher. It feels like expensive leather. Like, you know, like someone treated it and I got a nice belt from the cowboy store. And then that's Mingo right there. You see? Mingo, what, you want to be on camera too? Mingo, say hi to everyone. Say hi, who's my good boy? Yes. I think they have their little spy here at JOOLTOOL. Okay, so enough of that. Oh, yes, and you can polish the top if you want to, but I think the sides look prettier polished. Okay, next, let's do the bezels. Let's move on. Move on. So I have some nasty bezels and I have some patina. So I want to show you guys how to polish the patina. Someone was telling me stop stressing out my foot. Which one? Oh, well that was one bead. One bead's enough. We're moving. We got time. You guys don't have all time. Oh, yeah, you guys do have a lot of time.
I'm just kidding. So we're gonna, if you guys want to see another bead at the end, just tell me which one you want to see and I can do it. No big deal. But I just want to move on to show you smoothing of bezels. I get this question quite a bit. Can you smooth the bezels? So I'm gonna smooth these nasty bezels.
So let's take a look at the purple one. You guys see that? Let me get this one out of the way. You guys see how hammered the bezel is? Can you guys see that? Is that transferring nice on the camera? Let me move up closer. No, I just told Now Don to do that. Well,
Yeah, that's
it's
good.
quite nasty. And then this one too.
Myra says we have tons of time.
I know, Myra, we do.
Bunny loved
Guess what I do after I leave here? I go in my little cocoon back home and see nothing else.
Mingo's getting a lot of props, by the way.
Mingo's cool. And then Jolie today. Jolie's got 2 pink bows with glitter on them today.
I made her like, she actually matches me today. So we're both wearing pink and she got the pink bows. You know, now that my kids are all grown up, I used to be like this with my little girls. They used to be walking around with the cutest little outfits, the cutest little bows, perfect hair. Now my dog, my cute little Jolie, gets all the treatment. And so my kids are like, Mom, what are you doing? I'm like, I used to do this for you guys. But whatever. So let's go on. So what I'm going to do is,
This is a little on the really lumpy side. So I'm kind of concerned if your bezel is thin. Here, I just like you would take it and look at it. You have to look at it and analyze it. Let's analyze it. Let's do this one first. This bezel looks a little thin to me, you guys. Do you understand? Little thin. So instead of using the fine,
Fine what?
I'll try using the very fine. So I'm going to use,
so a lot of you guys have the fine in your kits.
Scratch eraser?
Scratch eraser, yes. I'm going to use the very fine. It looks like this when looks like this. Very fine. So they look all similar. So very fine, fine, and medium. Now, the medium is going to give you the flattest surface ever. So, so when it's harder, it kind of is a little bit more aggressive, but this would be a good choice if you have some serious lumps and you know your gauge of wire is a little thick. Definitely the medium. I actually might use the medium on this one because it's thick. The bumps are extreme.
Yeah.
The bumps are extremely deep, and it looks like I have enough metal. Yeah, enough meat. Look, he's talking like me now. So let's use the very fine with this. And so this is my footing, you guys. So obviously I'm not going to go like this because I'll be hitting the stone and missing the bezel. So instead of that, I'll be flipping it around. And so I ride the bezel like so. So what a great little tip is, stay right there, camera, is to use your little black Sharpie. And this way you'll know exactly where you're making contact and you just go left to right slowly and drop. Now, if you have the 4-inch wheel, you're gonna cover way more surface area. Look how quick, I can almost do the entire bezel in one shot. Do you guys see this? I don't really have to go left to right too much. It's pretty right there. But you will have to run this a little slower because the inertia creates faster speed with the 4-inch. I might use that on the other one. So let's run this at full speed. Where am I? Oh, there's the black. Okay, so right here. Just hold it there. Kind of work your way. You see how I'm kind of gliding it left to right? Making sure you got all those lumps and bumps off. Wait, hold on. Stay on that. There. You guys see that? Look at there's no way you could have done this by hand. The fluid finish is just superior. Like, look at that. It's nice. Okay, so I'm going to keep going. So now take that corner, follow it, give that little corner a little run. Usually the corners are really ugly, so you want to address those. You guys see that? Oh my God, this is coming out so good. You guys see that? Okay, so we're gonna go on. So again, take that corner like this lightly corner, and if it needs more work, kind of give yourself a little dance. Oh wow, there's some big dumps in there. So just hold it. So if you have a really bad dip, don't push hard. Just kind of move the metal back and forth. You guys see that? I kind of push the metal back and forth. And then there's still some beaten up near the tip. So you kind of use the very edge and get in there. Here, do a side angle to show like how I get to the very edge. Can you guys see that? You guys see that?
Hang on. There you go.
There, all the way in the edge. That's where the real inside, like real area, the area near the stone, that gets lumpy. So let's do that last lump. Actually, maybe we should just leave it there. No, I won't. Maybe I will. I think I'm gonna leave it there. Now, take a look at anything else that is lumpy and bumpy. Everything else seems okay. I can touch that up with the felt wheel. If you want, you can touch over with these, kind of get them even. These are nice to kind of brighten them up a little, kind of make them a little bit more pronounced. Okay, so from here, we're gonna go to our felt wheel. God, why is my nose running? I don't know why my nose is running today. So from here, we're gonna go to the felt polishing wheel. And again, it's really important to have, yesterday the jeweled monkey was hilarious. I mentioned that sometimes you'll have a felt wheel that is nice and crisp, and some will look like a flying saucer. Where's my other flying saucer? Flying saucer means it's like the edges have been rolled over. She had a good picture. Oh my God. If I had my phone on me, I'd show your picture. It's hilarious. It's so cute. And she's like, that's what I have. I have a flat corner and I have one. So it's really important to have a crisp edge. Come look, you guys. So if it's rolled over, like that means it looks like a flying saucer, I recommend.
You know what a flying saucer looks like, don't you?
And so same with the Scotch-Brite. To get those really crisp edges, the edges shouldn't be rolled over, because you really need to get as close as possible, look, to that. So I'm gonna darken this area where we left that ugly spot on purpose. There we go. Oh, it's so smooth. Oh yes. So give me a quick second, you guys. I'm gonna actually put my fingertips on. These are the same fingertips, you guys, that I wore in Tucson. Before Tucson, after Tucson, I went to Munich, Germany. Same little fingertips I used in Munich, Germany. True story. Okay, so again, running at full speed, guys. Make sure you put compound on the edge too. Don't forget the edge. So I'm working on the edge, so it doesn't help putting compound here, more like here. So again, let's go ahead and start here. And this is a good way to show how to. So now you're just gonna follow the line and go back and forth. It'll happen really quick, you guys. You don't have to do much. You guys see that? Just kind of let me go over it a little bit more slowly to make sure. And if you have some extra little areas near the stone, if you hold it there just a little longer, you can take it to a polish. So if there is some extra lumps that you missed, the felt wheel will definitely, and don't forget to charge your wheel to the next section. Give that corner a round little twist right there. Hold it there and rock and roll. So everything oh wow. Mamacita. Wow. Because wowza, I don't know if that translates well. I could sound like a crazy woman right now, but it looks real pretty in person. So I was gonna say that everything that, give yourself compound, that I'm showing here.
The jeweled monkey says that's her favorite thing to do is bezels. She makes them look amazingly professional in the jewel.
I've seen your bezels, girlfriend. I know. I saw your jewel tool in the back of your post with your daughter. I'm like, oh, there's a jewel tool. She's got the vacuum hooked up and everything. So just to look, yeah, the bezels are like the best. with this. I don't know how else you could do a bezel, honestly. I don't know. You know what I used to do? Now, back on my days at the bench, the only way to polish this and make this smooth is with sandpaper, you guys, with a flex shaft. You know, honestly, I took the post off, but I had a flex shaft hanging here. And the only way to do that, you guys, was this. And you hope to God that it's nice and even. But all you had even back then was sandpaper, emery paper. Okay, fine, stop that. I don't have Botox. Sorry. Don't plan on getting it either. Okay. I don't know where to put this. Let's just put that right there. Okay, so let's continue. So now, the rest of the areas I'm gonna polish. And so if you do have a patina, so I just want to brighten everything up and like really make it look high end. So if you did have a patina under here, it would just here comes Mingo again. It would polish the top higher areas and leave the patina behind, which gives it a really nice contrast. So whether you want to polish it or leave it satin finish is up to you, but having a finished look will definitely make your piece higher end, if you will. And then you can just polish the rest, la 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 la.
Myra says big difference from what you started with.
Right, Myra? Like you wouldn't even stop to look at it before. Like it went from 0 to hero.
And Connie Williams loves this. She says she loves it.
Thank you, Connie. Thank you, thank you. Kristen, what else is happening? I don't want y'all to be reading. I'm like, I know you're working, but still. Huh? Okay.
It's hard for you to hear me.
No, I can hear you, girlfriend.
You just said, huh?
I know. Okay, so what I'm gonna do real quick is I'm gonna knock off any compound that is lingering. Actually, that's a real crappy area. That's the area that I didn't polish. We're gonna leave that before and after. So everything else is pretty clean. And I'm gonna use the magic buff. So let me go ahead and clean any kind of, what I'm doing is knocking off chunks of compound. If there's a little compound chunk, I'm gonna knock it off. Now, this next wheel I'm about to show you, I don't know if I'm gonna use the 4-inch or the 3-inch. Use the 4-inch. So I'm gonna use these wheels. Let me show you. These where it says, do not use compound, do not use compound, because the compound is already impregnated in it, and it's the same high polishing compound that you find in this. That you're gonna get that same high polishing finish. So, running it at high speed. Now, what is great about this is, like, let's say that you have patina, and you don't want any more compound to go inside the patina, because remember, this felt wheel was lovely, because that would just glide right over everything. You see that? Mm-hmm. But the buff has the tendency of kind of getting into places. So you don't want it to lodge compound. So having this no compound is really helpful. So I'm just going to barely touch it. You don't have to push in. Don't push in. If not, you'll get streaks. But like, look at that polish, you guys. You see that?
You have a minute remaining on Instagram.
So Instagram, if it goes, I wish you all well. Thank you for watching.
You have a minute.
Yeah, I have a minute. But this is the magic buffs. You guys, are you guys seeing this? Myra, how does it look on your massive large screen? So just a light touch, no pushing necessary.
Cindy on YouTube says, Annie, thanks so much for making my crab beautiful in Tucson.
Ah!
Crab.
I remember her crap. You guys see this? Do you guys see how it brought up the shine? Just imagine if you had that patina. Any of the patina that you guys use. You know, I saw Candy use some real pretty patina colors today, you guys. It's my only chance to actually see that, so I was excited I got an opportunity to watch her.
Janice Banks says she loves watching you. And
Okay, so you
wants
guys
to
see
learn.
this? You just hold it gently, nice. Look, no pressure. This is excellent for people who have, don't have the power and the strength in their hands. Just a light little touch, and we're done.
10 seconds on Instagram.
Okay, Instagram. So remember,
You guys, thank you guys for watching. I'll be here tomorrow. Tomorrow's the giveaway day. Oh yeah, and everything I'm using here in the show, including the lapidary kit, is on
That's
sale. Okay, I'm gone. Don't forget to
On
save
Instagram's
and-
gone, but the other two are.
Okay, you guys still come back to me.
Come back to me. So this is the polish that we got. You guys see that? Which ones? Oh, I see. Oh, I see. Oh, I could see. Myra, super shiny. Thanks, Eva. Myra says, wonderful. I got 3 hearts. Thank you very much, ladies. See, that's where we were before. That's some nastiness. But do you see?
What do I do here? Look, it says live.
Okay, so they're
I close
notifying.
this?
Just wait.
It won't do anything. Will it?
I don't remember. No, you lost it.
No, but it just went on its own.
You know,
Anyways.
Instagram is weird. So, anyways, you guys, let's keep moving. So I have this, but look at that. Talk about like zero.
How about we just launch another live?
Yeah, you can do that.
Can I do that?
Uh-huh.
It's not doing anything.
We'll be like Justin Bieber. He goes on and off with live. On and off with live.
Maybe that's why he does it.
Yeah, maybe that's why he does it. So here, so you had that before and then this. Okay, so that was, you guys, okay, so again, like I said, I use the very fine. So a lot of people stick to the fine Scotch-Brite that they have. But just, you guys, if I'm here to educate, know that there's times where I use the very fine and there's times that I use the medium. Now, the medium, you guys, the medium and the fine will give the same finish, identical finish. But what makes them different, are you laughing?
We believe in you, Janice. That was our reply.
What makes them different, you guys, is fine has a little bit of a give. Not much, but it really does have a give. Do you guys see that? It has like a little bit of a give, whereas the medium doesn't want to give. It's kind of like, and it has a sturdier composition. So if you're going to be using it like a lot, the medium will last far longer than the fine, even though they last a very long time. Like one factory told me they got it at 100,000 pieces, and I took it and I threw it at him. I go, God, can't you buy more? So anyways, so that's the difference from the medium and the fine. I'm actually going to show you the medium. I don't know, should I show you or should I just do this another time? What do you guys think? What else do you guys want to see? We already did a bezel.
Earlier, Myra asked if she could see the round bead, especially by the hole area, because it's dull.
So Myra, I don't have round beads. You gotta send me some, girl. The only beads I have are like polymer clay beads. These women make beads like no tomorrow.
Annie's box.
Here, this is good. Actually, Myra, this is good. This is Purite. Do you guys see this? You guys see that? Okay, so pretend this. So this used to look like that on both sides. Look, I polished it. But look at the tip where you would have like the hole. It's like so hard. Do you see it on both sides? You see it? You guys see that? Myra, talk to me. So I can polish the tip, so like kind of where the hole would be if there was a chip, but this is really nasty. Like I'd grind even more than a chip.
Again.
What do you think? You want to see how I create a smooth surface on this when it's like lumpy and crappy? Myra, I love it. But in the meantime, Myra, you want to see this real quick to get you an idea of how I roll it over? Because if this was chipped, here, let's create a chip. Here. It's already crappy. Do you guys hear that? Let's create a hole with my drill bit that I sharpened the other day.
Oh.
Like a little nasty divot. Sure. I love you, Myra. Okay, so watch this quite a bit now. Creating a nice little divot. Good job, Ani. That's what I do around here. I create more junk. So watch how I grind this puppy down. So let's go ahead and, I don't really need my fingertips for this. So let's take those babies off. Yeah, Myra. Myra, I'll send you my address. Send them to me and I promise I'll send them back. We ship here every day. So again, I'm going to take the coarse diamond and we're going to grind that whole area down. You guys see that?
It's very, very rough. So you just hold it here. Oh wow, I could see the little hole that I created. Do you guys see that little hole that I kind of created right there? So that's good. That's like a little chip. You just hold it there and kind of, so the objective is to kind of keep it rolling. You don't want to keep it too flat, you know. There you go. Wow, this is really crappy. And then so to make sure you're with everything else, just bring it down like this. So you gotta just make sure you're like rolling, 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 rolling. Keep that family rolling. I don't know what I'm saying. Okay, so there. I did that whole top. Okay, there. Well, there you go. Make sure we're nice and round. Okay, there you go. So let's get rid of the dust. And there you go. We smooth that area out. We're still nice and round. I left a little chunk so that you guys can still see the before and after. But for the most part, the hole that I kind of made worse was right here, the little chip with my drill bit. I don't recommend doing that at home. Okay, so next, wow, there's like a huge chunk right here too. All right, so that was that. So then again, you know what, for the love of God, I don't know where my course is, so I keep jumping to the medium. But the coarse is great if you don't want to use the really, really coarse one and you have opals. That turquoise one is what I use. So here. So
Bonnie's
this.
asking if you're saying that rawhide theme. Is that what
Yes.
it was?
How did you know? Rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep that. It is. It's that commercial. Oh, you can kind of see that little hole I created, you guys. Look, do you see it? Yeah, I'll just hold it there. I didn't see it earlier. Wow, that's a deep hole I made. So, you know what? I think I'll be able to get it out here. If not, I don't recommend you pushing hard. I really recommend you jumping off and going.
People are asking if it's getting hot.
No. No. So what's nice, I wish, you know, I used to have, actually I do somewhere around here. I had one of those infrared temperature readings. Laser thermometer, whatever it is. So because I used to do a lot of the woodworking shows, the older gentlemen would always question me. They'd be like, does it get hot? And I'm like, no, touch it. But I couldn't really convey that. There's still a little ball. Convey that over like video. So I would use my thermometer.
Wow. Question by the Jewelry Institute.
Yes. So no, it doesn't get hot. So I'll tell you in a second why it doesn't get hot. It's such a technical thing. I'm joking. It's really easy. So there, I'm spending more time because I wanted to get rid of that little pit that I made because I'm lazy and going to the next step. So I got the pit out. Yay. You guys see that? Okay, so if anything, you guys, I wish you guys could feel my hands. If you've seen me at a show, I always say, feel my hands, you guys. And they're like, oh, it's cold. When I wet them, first of all, there's so much airflow coming off the wheel. There's like air conditioning system here. We've got like central air conditioning here. So, and like I'll give you the real thing. So the open slot design creates an escape route for heat versus like when you have like a solid wheel. Like if you have a solid wheel, like the heat gets trapped here and it has nowhere to escape. But with this, I have exit points. Not only that, do I have exit points, it's like spinning like a turbine fan and it's creating all this airflow. And then this hood keeps it even more cooler because it's like confined air turbine vortex. I don't know. So anyways, back to what I was doing. Medium. And look, again, do you guys see my wheels? Look, see? They don't look like they've been abused. Just light touch. That's a secret, guys. See here, look. It's clean. Right now?
City asked, do you need compound or medium?
I might use wait,
The brush?
this brush, Suni? This one doesn't need compound. The yellow buff doesn't need compound. So let me hit it with the fine. So again, just keep it rolling. Just roll it, roll it.
So Steve completed your lyrics. Keep rolling, rolling. Though the streams are swollen, keep them doggies rolling.
Keep those dogs and roll. You guys are like the best. See, people who know me know that I'm quite the jokester. My son, you know what my kids say? My kids say that if I wasn't doing this and I was just on social media posting like the stupid stuff that people post, that I'd become like Instagram or TikTok famous because I do the most stupidest things sometimes. But I'm just myself. So I am kind of, don't take things so seriously. You know, you have to, just to keep your own health at a high level, your mind at peace. You can't, you know, take the burdens of the world upon yourself. Kind of have to be a little lighthearted about it and just have some joy in your heart. I have a lot. Okay, so we are now approaching this is a good one to do. And so using black, you can also use a silver Sharpie. You see that? I have a silver Sharpie. So I'm using the very fine. And look, remember how I told you you'll have an opportunity to go to the felt wheel? I know because I polished this stone before. Look, do you guys see that white? You see that white that's kind of coming off? This very fine is still doing some fine cutting, but it's a different technology, so it's still giving me life, people. Look at the shine. You see that? This is not polished. This is at the very fine level. So whenever you see this happen at the very fine level, chances are pretty good that your felt, you can see on the camera, that your felt is gonna shine like the bright morning star. I was gonna say shine like the bright star you were born to be. So again, I just hold it right here and you just polish away. Just look at that, you guys. Oh, and just bring it all in. So even if you were working at the tip, at this stage, you can bring it all in and polish the whole bead. Kind of give everything that same shine. There you go. This is called a purite. Wait, why did I put, what's wrong with me? This is a purite. Isn't that pretty? So this was given to me in Tucson. And it comes, I don't know where it comes from. I just know that some guy was selling a whole bunch of these, but they come out so pretty. Honestly, in my humblest opinion, they're prettier than jade. Because not only are they, like, they're not one note. If you look at them, they all have a different, like, color scheme in it. Like, this one still has, it speaks to you inside. And then look, if you flip it around this side, it's a little darker, and it has a different, like a more depth. It's kind of like, you know, when you go to fine dining, it's like different notes of your food, not instead of just one pizza. You know what I mean? I don't know. I was just recently in London, and this guy took me to all these 5-star Michelin restaurants. So I learned 3-star Michelin.
That's a max.
Oh, is that the max?
3 Michelin stars a max.
So yeah, and so I learned a lot about the different notes in the food. And you know, no one likes one note of anything. So again, stones that have different kind of colors brighten up your, you know, day. It's enjoyable to look at. Same with when I tell you guys to do some contrast with your patinas. Like, it makes the eye dance. You know what I mean? It just gives the eye areas to look at, to be more enjoyable, and to not be one note, one look. It kind of gives you contour, contrast, and you know, our eyes are used to seeing that. So that's why I encourage you, when you're gonna patina, to give, you know, that look, kind of contrast here
whether it's a high polish, it says satin finish. And Candy Cooper even mentioned it today. You know, it'd be nice to sand it down, and that's when I remembered, oh yeah, even a satin finish would look pretty. It's all in the details. Always all in the details.
Sunny Klein Robert says, sterling silver with copper embellishments. Can you eventually show how to polish it to high polish?
Sterling silver with, okay, I don't have sterling silver with what? It's the same process, Suni. You know, a lot of the times I incorporate the Scotch-Brite wheels with my felt polishing wheel, and to get around all those copper embellishments, I use the brushes to get into the nooks and crannies. You know what, here, let me put this out here, boys and girls.
Maybe next segment.
Maybe next segment, but I welcome you guys to really, you know, this is what I've got, you guys. I like literally, I was looking for beads and beads, and then I was like, oh my God, I had all this collection of Chalcedony. Look at this. I had bought this that time when I went to this really huge factory. GTV actually goes there, so I was with them. I won't show you the name of who it was, but I bought all of these, you guys, and I was like, I'm gonna make earrings out of this. I'm gonna make this and that. I bought a real pretty pink one. I'm gonna do this, and I've done nothing. They've sat around. Okay, sorry. So you guys, I encourage you to send me stuff. This is all I've got. So if you guys want to know where to send it to, just put a little comment and we'll personally DM you our address, and I will make sure you get your piece back to you. Like right after the segment's over, we'll put it in the mail with everything that we ship with here at JOOLTOOL, and it'll just go back out to you. You probably get it in the next 2 days. And so again, you guys, I did the lapidary hard and soft stone kit. I know you guys, a lot of you guys have it, but if you don't, we're giving the felt wheel with my polishing compound. It's actually a bigger one than this, for free with the back pad already mounted. All the braces will be mounted. That is $379.99. It's these 2 rows, except for this, you go over here. These 2 rows with the felt wheel for $379.99. It used to be $429. And then the Scotch-Brites, I use the very fine in the medium. These are all on sale, including the 4-inch babies. I didn't get to show you, and then we have the 4-inch lapidary wheels. If you guys are looking to kind of, you know, spicing up your little lapidary collection, these are, oh, our ring manuals are still on sale. People have asked, you get an additional felt wheel with your purchase. By the, you get 2 felt, I'm being corrected, 2. So you get 1 mounted and you get 1 additional. So you guys go throughout our website, and if you guys need anything, just get it, because we're not going to have this sale for much longer. Everyone keeps asking, can you extend it, can you extend it? And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to be using some of this stuff on Facebook Live, but tomorrow I'm going to do a giveaway. So if you tune in tomorrow, make sure you tell us that you're there, and at the end of the broadcast, I'm going to swipe my hands in some kind of bowl. We'll find around here. Kristen will find one, and we'll pull a name, and I'll tell you tomorrow what the gift is. So thank you guys all for watching.
Bonnie had a last question. Should we dress the diamond wheels periodically?
No. Clean them like you see me always do. This is how I clean them. Look, I take water and go like that. You can use a nice wet washcloth, but other than that, you go like this. And like, you know, look how clean I am. Like, who does this? Okay, don't get that close. But I thought I would dress up for you guys today. You know, dressing up, you know, Kristen can tell you sometimes what I look like when I come in here. It's like, probably won't even recognize me. But, you know, dressing up kind of changes your mood a little, makes you think like you're going somewhere even though you got nowhere to go. It just kind of changes your mood. So I encourage you ladies, you know, put on a nice shirt that has been sitting there. You're waiting for a special occasion. There's no better occasion than today, the present. Tomorrow is promised to no one. So enjoy the day, seize the moment, carpe diem, right?
Carpe diem.
Yes, thank you. So those are my words for the day. I wish you all an awesome day. Have fun, drink wine, drink tea, do whatever else you want, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. pretty much the same time. 3:30 Eastern time, 12:30 Pacific.
Steve will mention you on a sports cast tonight, by the way. Steve Baxley.
Oh, cool. Yeah, Steve. I don't know. Yeah, tell those guys they can use this for like sharpening their drill bits and cleaning up old rust
Car stuff.
and car stuff. Don't forget, Chip Foose uses our tool.
Maybe we'll
Anyways,
do a segment on cars.
you guys, I love you. Don't want to say bye. I feel like we can just like sit and chit chat. We should have like, if you guys are in Instagram, sometimes I go on Instagram Live and I pop in people and I talk to them face to face. So whoever's on Instagram, I want to explore that little that Instagram Live for me to interact with everybody. Anyways,
Peter from Wilson Watch is asking, what will you be doing tomorrow?
okay, I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow.
Stay tuned.
It's a good question. No clue. No clue. I don't know. Maybe your sapphire watch crystals, maybe the enameling, maybe more bezel. I don't know. You guys, let me know. I'm all ears. So I'll tell you guys what I'll do. Have a good day, you guys. Kisses from me to you. And Mingo. Wait. You guys see Jolie today. We both met. Jolie, look. Jolie, look. Jolie's got. No, Mingo. Jolie's got a pretty bow on her ears today.
Wow, he knows it's empty.
And she's matching. Mingo, God. So gorgeous. Anyways, you guys, this is live. Coming live from Los Angeles. All right, guys.